Morning, it's Vijay here. Welcome to yet another episode of pre-market commentary. Today I've titled it as the Ides of March. Ides of March is basically on March 15th when Julius Caesar was assassinated. Apparently, the soothsayers mentioned that you should not stir out and not do anything specific, but he still went to the Senate and then he was brutally murdered. So, generally, it is recommended that during this period, people should be very careful of what they are doing. Of course, that is a historical fact, but many things have happened in the week, in the second week of March or the third week, say around 15th of March. If you recollect, 5 years ago, it seems such a long time. On 11th March, the WHO declared COVID as the pandemic, and then the chaos started from around that time, from 11th of March 2020. So I'm not trying to scare anybody here, but what I'm only saying is that, of course, the Ides of March can affect the bears also. It is not necessarily only bulls will struggle. If bears have been making money all the time, then the Ides of March may turn against them. Also, you must remember that this period till 15th of March is when you have to pay the corporate taxes. So, which means quite a bit of money will go out of the system. We will also get the CPI numbers. We'll get the IIP numbers, and I think today you will get the numbers of the mutual fund SIPs and the general inflows outflows. So there is a packed week. We also have Trump's tariffs hitting on China tomorrow, and then on Russia and others. We'll come to that a little later. So, how did we perform in all this chaos and confusion? Nifty, our markets, for instance, were going in a different direction as far as the US markets and global markets are concerned. But last week, we did the same thing, but in a positive manner. So, Nifty did about close to 2% up. DAX was 2% up. Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and S&P were all down significantly. S&P was down by 3%. Nasdaq was down by about 3.5%, and Dow Jones close to 2.5%. It has been extremely volatile in the US markets. So yesterday, on Friday, for instance, the market opened lower and then had a bounce back in the last half an hour. If you look at what the futures are telling us negative. Asian markets are very mixed. Hong Kong is down, Nikkei is up, Singapore is down, Kospi is up. So all kinds of things are happening. So severe volatility will continue this week too. So what are the cues this morning? We know that Nifty closed flat on Friday. Small cap advance. See, the broader market is doing very well. Small cap advance for fourth trading session. Nifty metals reached a 2-month high. I always believe that any sector or stock, if it has crossed the February budget high, then that is the stock or sector to look into or to invest into. I am not a SEBI registered advisor, but I look at those numbers to make my decisions. And so metals look very interesting. Nifty realty declined. Nifty realty is under pressure, same as IT. So IT also declined that day. Bank Nifty was attacked. I don't know why. Probably because of HDFC Bank and IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank has got some bad news today because IndusInd Bank had sent in their application for their MD for a 3-year extension. RBI has given just 1 year extension. So there we may have a issue today, especially in IndusInd Bank. But IndusInd Bank is, we hold IndusInd Bank incidentally. Recently we bought because we believe fundamentally it has reached levels. I think it's extremely oversold, and only this could be the last bad news coming in IndusInd Bank. So it's a contrarian bet for us. Pharma is struggling, and as I said, US Friday US stocks ended higher, but before they actually fell down in the beginning. Walmart fell 3%, Boeing dropped 2.5%. Under Trump, some announcements and pronouncements are really swinging the market left, right, center. So Canada faces new US tariff threats. Canada has got a new prime minister who says he will not back down, and that should create more volatility in the global markets. Trump also has warned that Russia may face large-scale U.S. sanctions. Yesterday, I was wondering if Trump is going to fight with all the countries, how can he expect to win? Only in the movies, a hero will fight 20 thugs and he will beat all the thugs. It is not possible in real politics that you fight with all countries and hope to win. Sooner or later, I think Trump will have to tone down, and this is probably peak Trump mania. So I am not looking at this as a negative, I'm looking at this as a positive, because whatever bad news comes will come now in the next 10 days, coinciding with the Ides of March. And after that, I think things should be getting better. Crude rose to $70 because there were some issues with the Gulf, and Gift Nifty is showing a opening of down of 50 points. So that could happen because you see FIS continued to sell on Friday. FIS sold in this 10 days almost 80% of what they sold in February. So they will top February is a guarantee. So today, as I said, you will get the Amphi data, and you'll get IIP and CPI data on 12th March. Nifty weekly expiry is on 13th, and 14th is a holiday because of Holi. And globally, we'll get UK industrial production this week. We will get in US, you will get CPI on March 12th. That will be very important for what Fed is likely to do the next meeting. And on March 13th, you get the PPI and initial jobless claims. Similarly, in Japan, we are going to get the current account data, GDP data, and PPI data. So it's a data-heavy week. So I think we should, be very careful. It is not necessary to become bearish, but it's better to be careful. And if the bulls survive this week, then I think they'll be off to the races. In terms of corporate action, we got Woodco is getting a dividend, and BEL, if you buy today, will get dividend. March 10th, today is China's retaliatory tariffs of as high as 15% on US agricultural goods. This is China putting tariff on US. Then we also have the HUDCO board meeting to raise fund. So HUDCO will be very active. We own HUDCO, so we'll have to see how the share price moves. And then, as I said, March 12th, you have the deadline, US deadline to impose 25 seal % tariffs on European Union, and European Union is expected to respond. And then you have the ECB chair speaking on some issues. So this week, as repeating, it is a data-heavy week. Bulls were on the uptrend, had the upper hand on Friday. Bears will fight back today. Already the Gift Nifty is saying that they will fight back, but bulls still have a chance to win because the market is extremely bearish, extremely negative sentiment. Generally, when there is extremely negative sentiment, that is when durable bottoms are formed. I think we could look at one such thing. I go today morning. Today is a free day as far as my Telegram group subscribers are concerned. I'll be very cautious, but I will be positively oriented and not negatively oriented. So whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.